Hey, Cat Recaps here. Today I am going to explain a movie called Faces in the Crowd. A woman witnesses a serial killer in the middle of a murder, but after surviving his attack, she wakes up with one terrifying problem. Every face she sees keeps changing. But before we jump in, please like and subscribe for more recaps. So the story starts early in the morning. Anna is helping her boyfriend Bryce fix his tie, because honestly, he just can't get it right on his own. While they're getting ready, the news is on, and it's pretty grim. They're talking about the 5th victim of a serial killer known as Tearjerk Jack. Not exactly the best way to start your day. Anna heads to work. She teaches little kids. Everything seems normal until one of the kids spills water on a drawing. The way it messes up the cartoon face really bothers her for some reason. It's a small moment, but it feels important. Later, she meets up with her friends Nina and Francine at a club. They're having fun. But Anna drops some news. She won't be joining their yearly trip. Bryce wants to take her to Vegas instead. Of course, her friends instantly think he might be planning to propose. After the night ends, Anna decides to walk home alone. And this is where everything changes. She's crossing a bridge when she sees a couple laughing together. At first, it looks normal, until suddenly the woman just drops dead. And the guy, he starts doing something really disturbing with the body. Right then, Anna's phone rings. The sound gives her away. The man looks up and realizes she saw everything. Anna runs. She sprints away but trips, dropping her phone and bag. Before she can escape, the attacker catches her, grabs her, and slams her into nearby construction materials. He pulls out a blade and attacks. She tries to defend herself, but her hand gets badly cut. Just as he's about to strike again, Anna slips and falls off the bridge. On the way down, she hits her head and crashes into the water. Because of that, she only gets a blurry glimpse of his face before everything goes dark. The killer leaves, taking her belongings. Luckily, a homeless man living under the bridge finds her and pulls her out, saving her life. About a week later, Anna wakes up in the hospital. Bryce and her friends are there, but something's very wrong. She doesn't recognize any of them. She panics and won't let them come near her. A doctor explains she's been unconscious for over a week and tries to calm her down, but Anna freaks out and runs out of the room. In the hallway, she sees other doctors, and they all look exactly the same to her. Terrified, she hides in the bathroom and looks in the mirror, and that's when it hits her. She doesn't even recognize her own face. She breaks down completely. Later, the doctors test her by showing pictures of the same person, but every time she looks, she sees a different face. That's when they realize what's going on. Anna has face blindness, a condition where the brain can't properly recognize faces due to damage in a specific area. It might be temporary, but there's also a chance it could be permanent. So after everything that happened, Bryce brings Anna back home. She's trying to adjust to this new reality, and little by little, she's getting used to being around him again. She even lets him kiss her on the cheek, which is a big step. But then something weird happened. Bryce leaves the room to take a phone call, and when he comes back, Anna sees a completely different face. Same person, but to her, he looks like a stranger again. And yeah, that freaks her out. Bryce explains the call was from a detective who wants to talk to her about the attack. He also reveals something important. He was actually the one who called her that night on the bridge, and he heard everything going on. So they head to the police station and meet Detective Terrorist. He tells Anna they found her bracelet at the scene, but nothing else. He asks her not to cancel her phone line, since it could help track the killer. He also confirms what she already fears. She ran into that serial killer, Tearjerk Jack. The problem is, he can't offer her protection right now. Apparently, it's a long, complicated process, and it won't happen anytime soon. Since Anna's description of the attacker is super unclear, Karis tries showing her photos of suspects, but this completely overwhelms her. Every face looks wrong, and she gets so stressed that she just walks out. Karis runs after her, confused, and Bryce has to explain her condition, how she literally can't recognize faces anymore. To Anna, all the officers around them look exactly the same. After that, Karis talks to a profiler named Lanyon. He's working with a kid named Nikki, whose parent was one of the victims. The kid saw something, but he's so traumatized he can't speak anymore. He only draws these really creepy pictures. Lanyon explains something disturbing. The killer doesn't just murder people. He does things after they're already dead. It suggests he doesn't want anyone to see who he really is. And now that Anna saw him, she could be in serious danger. That night, Anna has a nightmare about drowning. She wakes up, goes to the bathroom, and can't stand looking at her own reflection. Then suddenly, in her dream, someone grabs her from behind and attacks her. But she wakes up again, for real this time. Bryce notices she's shaken and tries to comfort her. But when he leans in to kiss her, she panics again. New face, same fear. She turns away and offers her cheek instead. Meanwhile, Karis goes back to the bridge to question the homeless man who saved Anna, but the guy is too drunk to be helpful. Karis leaves his card and walks away. Not long after, someone else shows up and kills the homeless man. Back at home, Anna talks to her dad on the phone. He's overseas, but promises he'll come back soon. Then the doorbell rings, and she gets nervous, but it's just Nina and Francine. Even then, she sees them with completely different faces. They show her the news. Her story is everywhere. It's front page stuff. Then they scroll through social media photos, but that only makes things worse. Anna notices her face looks different in every picture. At this point, she's had enough, so she decides to see a specialist named Longenkamp. After looking at her scans, the doctor gives her the truth. The condition might not go away. It could be permanent, but she also adds something interesting. There might be one face Anna will always be able to recognize. So eventually, Anna goes back to work, but things are far from normal. The moment she steps into class, she realizes all the kids look exactly the same to her. Same face, no difference at all. So to deal with it, she makes everyone wear name tags. It's the only way she can keep track. For a while, things are manageable. But then she notices something strange. There's a man outside the classroom just standing there and staring in. He's wearing an orange shirt and something about him feels off. Before she can really react, a mother rushes into the room and distracts her. When Anna looks back, the man is gone. The mother is panicking. She can't find her daughter. One of the kids says the girl already left with her father. That's when everything escalates. The mom starts freaking out because she has full custody and the school knew her ex wasn't allowed to pick the child up. Now the classroom gets loud. Kids are shouting, the mother keeps yelling, and Anna gets overwhelmed. It all piles up at once, and she snaps. She yells for everyone to be quiet. Yeah, not great. After that, the principal steps in and says Anna isn't in the right state to teach. She gets suspended for a few months until she improves. On the train ride home, she's still shaken. A man sitting next to her leaves, and suddenly she notices her bag sitting there. She didn't even realize it was missing. She looks around, trying to figure things out, but she can't recognize anyone. At the same time, police are investigating the homeless man's death at the bridge. Then Karist gets a call from Anna. She tells him she thinks the killer is on the train, but the only detail she can give is an orange shirt. Karist tells her to stay where she is, but the call cuts off in a tunnel. Right then, a man in an orange shirt enters her train car. Anna hides immediately, but he keeps getting closer, so she runs. She moves from one car to another while he follows her. Just when he's about to catch her, she pulls the emergency lever. The train stops as it reaches the station. She yells at him and the police rush in and grab the guy. But then, everything flips. The man looks confused and calls her Snowflake, and that's when she realizes it's her dad. She just couldn't recognize him. Anna breaks down, hugs him, and keeps apologizing. Back home, things don't get easier. She avoids calls and keeps staring at herself in the mirror, touching her face, trying to understand it. But nothing feels right. Eventually, she loses control again and smashes the mirror. Desperate, she goes back to Longenkamp. The doctor tells her something personal. She used to be a musician but lost her hearing in an accident. Now she reads lips. Then she explains something called muga, an instinct that helps people function without thinking. She warns Anna not to lose that. To help her, she shows two identical stones, but one has a tiny crack. The point? Anna needs to focus on small details instead of faces, and when she finally spots the difference, she realizes she's starting to adapt. The next morning, Anna is helping Bryce get ready for work. She fixes his tie, trying to act normal, but in her head, she's already planning. As soon as he leaves, she grabs her notebook and starts sketching the tie with colored pencils. Later, she goes to pick Bryce up, and instead of looking for his face, she searches for the tie and the way he stands. Somehow, it worked. She finds him, and Bryce is so relieved that he hugs her and says she's finally getting better. But Anna knows that's not really true. She doesn't want to scare him or start another argument, so she just plays along and lets him believe she's improving. That night, they try to be close again, but it's still hard for Anna. Every time she shuts her eyes and opens them again, Bryce's face looks different. Imagine trying to be romantic when the person in front of you keeps turning into a stranger. Yeah, not exactly relaxing. Later, Anna goes out to the club and meets her friends. This time, she recognizes them by their outfits instead of their faces. She finally tells them the truth about her condition and begs them not to tell Bryce. She's already terrified of losing him. Sometime after that, Longenkamp takes Anna to a busy street to help her practice. He teaches her how to notice body language, posture, walking style, and small habits so she can feel less helpless in crowds. While she's out, Anna stops at a newspaper stand and sees horrible news. Tearjerk Jack has killed again. Then, out of nowhere, a creepy man walks up to her and says she knows who he is. Anna freezes, panics, and runs to find a police officer. But when she looks back, the man has vanished. After that, Anna goes to the police station, and that's when something strange happens. She sees Karist, and his face doesn't change. She turns away, looks back, and he still looks the same. For once, someone's face actually stays put. She doesn't understand why, but it gives her a little hope. Their conversation gets interrupted by Lanyon, who is still watching over Nikki. Lanyon says he's starting to doubt the killer is really after Anna, because if he wanted her dead, he probably would have attacked already. Anna explains that she came in for a lineup. Photos won't help her, but maybe movement will. Maybe she can recognize the killer by the way he moves. Karist then tells her something interesting. He thinks Anna may have affected the killer more than anyone realized. She saw him doing something terrible, survived it, and walked away. That might have made her special to him. Karras also admits that when the first murder happened, he thought it was just a crime of passion, but Lanyon believed from the start that they were dealing with a sociopath. After more murders happened, Karras realized Lanyon was right. Then Anna notices Nikki outside the office, making a quiet, don't say anything gesture. Afterward, Karras lets Anna watch the suspects in a lineup. She asks them to walk, turn, move their hands, and make certain gestures. She studies everything carefully, but none of them are the killer. Later, Karras finds out his request to get Anna witness protection has been denied. He's furious, and his partner jokes that he's acting like someone with a crush. Soon after, Anna goes to the club with Bryce and her friends for her birthday. For a little while, things actually feel normal. She dances, laughs, and tries to enjoy herself. Bryce goes to the bar for drinks, and Anna loses sight of him, so she checks her notebook, spots the tie, walks up, and kisses him. Except, it's not Bryce. The real Bryce appears behind her, and yeah, this is a disaster. Turns out another guy is wearing the same tie. Anna chases Bryce and shows him the notebook, but now he realizes she's been hiding the truth. Worse, he understands what that means for their private life too. Bryce is hurt, angry, and done. He breaks up with her and leaves. Then Anna gets a call. The voice wishes her a happy birthday. When she checks the screen, the call is coming from her old number. The killer is in the club. He tells her she looks beautiful and mocks her, saying she couldn't even recognize him from her own father. Then he says something even worse. He's with one of her friends. Anna rushes to find the girls. She finds Nina, but Francine is missing. Moments later, they discover Francine's body. Nina pulls the fire alarm and the club turns into chaos. Anna spots the man dropping Francine's body, but his face means nothing to her. He disappears into the crowd. When police arrive, Lanyon finds a tie in the bathroom that may belong to the killer. Nina, shaken and crying, gives Anna her pepper spray before going home. Karras tells Anna they can't reach Bryce, and witnesses saw them arguing. Then he notices Bryce's tie matches the one found at the scene. Karras takes Anna home, where they find Bryce's jacket on the floor. Anna's old phone falls out. Still, Anna believes Bryce is being framed because he was on the phone when the killer attacked. Karras decides Anna isn't safe anymore, so he takes her out of town. The next morning, Anna and Karras arrive on Coal Island, the small place where Karras grew up. And when I say small, I mean really small. The whole community has one doctor, one school, and one teacher handling every grade. For Anna, it feels like the perfect place to disappear for a while. No crowded streets, no strangers everywhere, no killer watching from the shadows. Just quiet roads, familiar faces, and space to breathe. That evening, Karras tells her the police arrested Bryce. Bryce keeps saying he didn't do anything, but the evidence is making things look bad for him. Anna opens up to Karras and says she feels like she's slowly losing herself. If she can't even trust the faces around her, how is she supposed to know who anyone is anymore? Karras listens and admits something surprising. He says when he first met her, it felt like he already knew her somehow. The moment gets soft, and before long, they kiss. For Anna, this is different. For once, the face in front of her stays the same the whole time. No shifting, no confusion, no stranger replacing him. Just Karras, but the peace doesn't last. The next morning, Karras shaves his beard. The sound of the razor triggers a nightmare for Anna. In her dream, the killer's face mixes with Karras's, and when she wakes up, she sees a face she doesn't recognize. Panicking, she grabs a lamp and hits him with it. Karras quickly explains that it's still him. He only shaved, but Anna breaks down, because now she realizes something awful. She never actually knew his real face. She had been recognizing him by the beard this whole time. Then Karras gets a call. The DNA results are back and Bryce is not the killer. That changes everything. Anna thinks back to her nightmare and realizes something important. In her dreams, faces don't change. Maybe the answer has been hiding in her memory the whole time. So they return to the city and visit Longenkop. He warns Anna that hypnosis can be risky and might mess with her mind even more. But Anna doesn't care. She needs to know the truth. Longenkop gently puts her under and guides her back through her memories. At first, everything from the bridge is blurry, but slowly pieces come together. Anna realizes the same face has been around her again and again. The killer wasn't just some stranger. He was close. Then it hits her. He was at the police station during the lineup. And he was also the man she accidentally kissed at the club when she followed the tie trick. After the session, Karras takes Anna to his apartment and tells her to stay there while he goes back to work. Because of what Anna remembered, he orders his team to bring in all the lineup suspects again. While he's gone, Anna finds a photo of Karras and draws a beard on it. Once she adds the beard, her brain connects the image and she can see him the way she remembers him. Then she gets a text from Bryce asking her to meet. At the club, Anna finds Bryce by his badly tied tie knot. Bryce apologizes for everything and tries to make things right, but Anna gets uneasy when he orders a drink she doesn't even like. Nearby, Lanyon walks in and quietly watches them. Bryce gives Anna Vegas tickets and pulls out an engagement ring, but Anna says no. She finally understands that she doesn't truly love him, because if she did, his changing face wouldn't matter so much. Bryce is crushed. He says he didn't expect this after her message, then rushes to the bathroom. Anna checks his phone and freezes. Bryce got the same message she did, only his was signed with her name. They've both been tricked. In the bathroom, Lanyon appears behind Bryce and kills him. Then he steals Bryce's clothes and hides the body. Back at the table, Anna tries calling Karis, but he left his phone in the car. A moment later, Lanyon returns dressed like Bryce. Anna doesn't recognize him and thinks he's still Bryce. She tells him they need to leave because someone is setting them up. Meanwhile, Karis gets into his car with one of the suspects. He finally checks his voicemail and hears that Anna is with Bryce. He gets worried fast. Then the suspect mentions something strange. During the lineup, Lanyon had been rude and aggressive with him. That's when Karis starts putting the pieces together. Lanyon had access to evidence. He could move things around. He could control the investigation. And Nikki? She was just a distraction. Karis realizes his own partner is the killer. Outside the club, Anna walks beside Lanyon. Then she notices something small but important. The tie knot is perfect. Bryce could never tie it that well. Anna pretends she's about to kiss him, then sprays him in the face with Nina's pepper spray and runs. Lanyon chases her through the street. Karis spots them and jumps out to help. At the corner, rollerbladers rush past and cause chaos. Karis and Lanyon both pull guns, but they're wearing the same uniform, and to Anna, they look exactly alike. One of them drops a gun, and Anna grabs it. Then the armed cop attacks the other one and pulls out a blade. Now Anna knows. That one is Lanyon. She runs to the bridge, terrified. Karis shouts for her to stay hidden, while Lanyon fires at him. The shot scares Anna so badly she almost falls. Lanyon keeps ranting about Nikki and Anna, and eventually finds her. Anna tries to shoot, but the safety is on. Before she can fix it, he disappears again. Karis approaches, but Anna doesn't know if it's really him, so she fires at the ground to keep him back. He mentions Coal Island, but that's not enough. Anyone could know that. Then another Karis appears. This time, Anna notices the blood from the earlier fight. That's the real Karis. Lanyon attacks, and Karis warns her just in time. Anna fires and hits Lanyon, but Lanyon still manages to drag Karis behind some construction materials, and they fight. Anna can't see clearly. She doesn't know who to shoot. Then a gunshot goes off. One man falls. The real Karis comes out, badly wounded. Anna runs to him and says she loves him, but Karis doesn't believe it. He dies in her arms. Then rain starts falling, washing the blood from his face. And in Anna's eyes, his face changes again. Sometime later, Anna is living on Coal Island and working as a teacher. Because the town is so small, she's learned to recognize people by their clothes, posture, habits, and the way they move. But there is one face that never changes, her daughter's. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.